Gentlemen No Class is proud to be a part of the HC Universal Network. Gentlemen No Class is produced, mixed, and edited by M5 Studios.
This podcast contains explicit language and is intended for adult audiences. The views and opinions of Gentlemen No Class are strictly for comedic purposes and should not be taken literally. For instance, like this disclaimer. Now grab yourself a pint and enjoy.
Welcome to another episode of Gentlemen No Class, a podcast where when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. And we are without Jake, we are without Paul. It's just me and my friends rolling solo on the show tonight. For anybody tuned in, I decided to hijack the podcast for tonight. I got my buddy Ryan, I got my buddy Brian, and my buddy Keith on here, and we're going to talk about our favorite show, fucking Letterkenny. And if you don't know what Letterkenny is, Letterkenny... Brian, what is Letterkenny?
It's the best fucking show on TV.
Okay, well, give us a little bit more context than that.
So, set in Ontario, Canada, you got hockey players, skids, hicks, and what am I missing?
The Christians?
Yeah, it was like four groups.
The Mennonites?
Yeah. But it's a small town in Ontario, Canada that...
Oh, the hockey players.
I said hockey players,
okay.
Yeah. That basically it's like these are their problems. And it's a small town, you know, they play hockey, they farm, and it's just kind of the goings on, but it's best show on TV, like I said, man.
So, and Letterkenny is on, it started on Crave Can, well, it started on YouTube as Letterkenny Problems, started by Jared Kiso. Kiso is his name, right? Yeah. So, and
Glenn, what's his name?
Glenn, oh, fuck.
What's his real name?
Oh, man, I'm dropping names here.
His last name's Tierney.
Tierney, oh, yeah. But what, he didn't start it with him. I thought it was him and Derry.
He's the co-writer, I thought.
Of the show, but
yeah.
I don't know if he started Letterkenny
I don't
Problems.
know if he started it.
Because the first Letterkenny Problems episode on YouTube was
Derry
and
Jared.
And Jared.
Well, and Wayne, I guess.
Yeah, Derry and Wayne. So you'll have to forgive me. I'm playing like audio and video switching tonight. So like,
yeah, we're all pieces of shit. We're not like adding.
I've got everything in front of me right now. Like I have all the power over here. So. Yeah, I got some great like sound drops for this thing tonight. So
hard no.
You know, got some of those going on. The best part. What's your favorite part about Letterkenny, Ryan? What's your favorite part about Letterkenny?
Oh man, I just think it's the. It's constant. Like I said, you can watch the same episodes over and over again. Each time you're catching something new, some little inside joke or something. It's so creative. Just the way the characters interact with each other, it's enjoyable. I mean, it's just fun to watch. It's
the
definitely
one-liners,
the one-liners. Yeah, it's so well done. It seems so well written, and it seems like the characters and stuff just enjoy it so much they just roll with it. It's just not like any other show I've really seen.
Yeah, I agree. I think the best part is like what we do when we're drinking and hanging out is quoting Letterkenny is the best part
exactly
of Letterkenny. You know what I mean? Like I think some of the best quotes come in there. You know, like
you guys do CrossFit? You can cross fuck off.
It's just like these small town guys, you know, hanging out, and they're the simplicity of their life, but how like complicated it can get sometimes. But not even complicated, just comical.
You know what I was realizing? I was watching some of the shows earlier. Is they touch on a lot of serious subjects, but really kind of gloss over them as well. Like serious subjects like abortion. Do you remember Tanis had an abortion?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Wayne got Tanis pregnant, and it was like a cliffhanger.
Oh,
like,
that's right.
You know, Angie shows back. Suddenly Tanis is fucking pregnant. It's all a thing. And she gets an abortion, and they were just like, it's my right. It's like, it was. And that was like the end of the conversation. And it's like, so it's they touch on some serious shit. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, obviously relationship and cheating and stuff like that kind of goes on, and drugs, but they don't take anything seriously. Yeah. You know, it's all in there. It's life. It's what happens, but it's all like, we can settle with a scrap.
That's what I like about it too. It's a lot like almost like South Park, but more real life. Like they hit on a lot of things that they're going to make fun of things you like. They're going to make fun of things you don't like, and just laugh about it and move on and enjoy it for what it is.
And it's very dialogue driven. I'm a very dialogue driven, like that's the kind of media that I like to consume, is stuff that's smart and witty. And I know Keith is the same way. And I got Keith into watching it. Brian got me into watching it. We were over here building shelves, and he was like, dude, you got to watch this show, Letterkenny. And we watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and then I think I binged almost all of it within like a week or two.
Did y'all watch it through the first time you watched like episode 1? Did you just were you hooked?
Yeah. He was like, you gotta you gotta watch it from the beginning. That's where you gotta start. And I mean,
the first scene, I got you hooked.
Yeah, the first scene I was hooked.
The first scene is just
and
soft opening.
Yeah. That was and when they roll up and he's like, what's with that treasure trail?
Yeah.
Did your esthetician quaff that for you? That's the you can cross fuck off.
You guys do CrossFit? You can cross fuck off.
I mean, that's the first scene of the show, and I mean, the banter is just really fast, back and forth, really quick.
And you got to turn closed captioning on. You won't catch half of this. It's all Canadian slang and hockey player slang. I had to Google half of it.
Yeah, and so before the show, I went and printed out. I thought it was going to be like 3 pages of hockey slang. And I was like, oh, I'll just print it out so that I have it for reference during the show. And it's like 40 fucking pages. I wasted all my printer ink and like half a ream of paper. But I mean, that's one of the things about Letterkenny is the quotes and like pulling it into real life out of the show. You know what I mean? Like we do it all the time. I hear people do it, you know, we're like, oh shit, fuck boys, let's I'd have a beer. Brian, you'd have a beer?
I'd have a beer.
Ryan?
I'm surprised I don't have a beer right now.
Fuck boys, I'm hammered. You know, and
I'd have
like
8 beers.
I'd have 8 beers. We do that, like a couple buddies of mine that I work with, you know, when I'm up in Dallas, like at the end of the day, if we're gonna go have dinner or go have a drink or whatever after work, we'll just be like, oh fuck man, I'd have 8 beers. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things, like you see it creeping into like your normal conversation.
Yeah,
like
it's half your vocabulary now.
Yeah, like my buddy Zepp up in Dallas, like I'll walk into the service center or I'll call him and he'll be like, Rob, how are you now? You know, and we'll just back and forth it. And because that's, if you haven't watched the show, that's where everybody, that's every greeting on the show.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's a standard. Yeah. How are you now? Good, and you?
Yeah.
Or the old
not so bad.
McMurray.
Yeah.
No time for pleasantries.
Yeah. Wayne, how are you now? Good, and you?
No time for pleasantries.
No time for the pleasantries. McMurray's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's hit on the characters. So the show stars Wayne, who is a farmer, and his sister Katie that lives with him, and they have a farm and a roadside produce stand where they spend the first couple of seasons. They spend an abundant amount of time at the produce stand, hanging out and talking,
right?
And
with their pal, Derry, Squirrely Dan, and then Katie as well.
Yeah, and
Until
Katie
Tannis burns the new one down.
Yeah,
but and I mean, so like you talk about like character quirks of each one, you know what I mean? So like it's kind of alluded that Katie's a little bit of a whore. I mean, she's
Can't
a little
confirm.
She's a whore standard.
She's a feminist. She's very in touch with her femininity or whatever.
Just like Squirrely did.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at you, Ground.
Your sister's hot. There, I said it.
And he runs off.
I'm actually dressed like Squirrely Dan. If the live stream can see me, I'm not.
I can.
Like, this is not normally how I dress. This is Squirrely Dan attire.
Yeah,
He normally wears blue plaid.
That's a good hat for Squirrely Dan too.
No, this is a perfect hat. I found it at Walmart for like $4. It was perfect.
I don't think Squirrely Dan be shopping at a big old corporation. He'd have got that at the old.
He probably got him his at a farmer's market.
The co-op, yeah, he would have got it at the co-op.
Yeah, the dollar store where the Hicks are at.
Yeah.
Is that where they breakdance out in front of?
It's at the dollar store. That's where Bonnie works at, the dollar store, the bar. She works everywhere.
Yeah, Bonnie McMurray.
McMurray.
So that's one of the other things is like is the couple of hot chicks in town. There's only 2 of them. Well, there's a lot more.
No. I think there's more than that.
All right, go tell it how it is.
I think Bonnie's number one. I know
For sure.
I know. Ryan
No,
disagrees.
Bonnie-
sounds like
Bonnie's
Keith
disagree.
disagrees.
Yeah,
Keith, who's your number one?
Katie's definitely the most
What?
attractive chick in town.
Bonnie's I think Katie's the hottest chick in town, but I like Onik when they go to Quebec.
I mean, she's a minor character, though. I don't know if you can give her number one.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not
she's
in
good
town.
looking.
She's from
I know.
Quebec.
I said in town. Fair
She's
enough.
out of
Everybody
the
loves
fucking
fishing in
country.
Quebec.
I fucking
All right, so
hate
what,
Quebec.
are we gonna not? Are we just gonna ignore the fact that maybe Miss McMurray might be the hottest?
Mrs. McMurray's pretty
Miss
hot.
I
McMurray
don't
might be the
think
hottest
so.
one.
You don't think
I still
so?
think Bonnie
man.
McMurray's hotter than her.
Bonnie McMurray certainly is hotter than her, but she is.
Yeah, she's still-
But Mrs. McMurray is pretty hot.
I didn't mean to hit that twice.
Keith, who did you say? Who do you think is number one? You think
Katie.
Katie?
Yeah.
Blonde or brunette?
Don't care. Either way.
Ooh, super soft birthday
Now,
party,
wait,
white
is
bikini.
it-
Oh yeah, that's the
Yes.
best one. Okay, I'll
or
give her
a campaign
that.
ad.
Put some clothes on. It's not my forte.
Yeah,
Not my forte.
Look, I just feel
forte,
sorry for
brother.
Katie because none of her clothes fit. You know, none of them are long enough to cover her midriff.
She
And
doesn't like fill them out either, though. So
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah, but I'm okay with that.
Ooh, the episode when they get the inheritance and Bonnie McMurray's
my
doing all the
God, that
intros.
little sundress.
Oh my gosh.
Are you gonna do that every time, there, Bonnie? Yeah, if that's okay, Wayne.
Yeah.
So, since you guys are new to podcasting, let's make sure we're talking into the mics. A little closer there, Ryan, since I can't see you over my laptop.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
There you go.
I would not want anybody to
Our
miss
studio
my
audience,
opinion.
or I mean, our live stream audience needs to be able to hear you. And
Both
hear
of them?
Apparently, there's quite a few people.
So, all right. So, Katie, number one. Where does Tanis fall? Because she is normally kind of in less flattering
No,
clothes.
Tanis, when she gets dressed up at the gay guy's wedding, when we don't fight
Ronnie
at
and
weddings, the
Daxie?
episode, yeah, when she gets dressed up at their wedding, she's not that good looking. In that red dress, she's not that good looking.
But I think, does it matter how good she looks dressed up, or does it matter how good she looks every day?
Fair enough. That's a good point.
No, the hot thing about Tanis is her attitude, basically.
Yeah, she's a
She's-
good attitude.
she's-
Well, that's what I was
tough.
going to ask you about Katie. How
It's-
much of it is the character versus the body?
I don't
Yeah.
like her character.
You don't like Katie's character?
I mean, I like her the character, but like from an attractiveness level, no, I don't.
I mean, I disagree with that.
Well,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
that's
no,
just like your
well,
opinion, man.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Oh man, I should have had that one.
That was teed up for you. Yeah, the thing is, Katie is a whore, but she like has self respect. You know what I mean? Like she fully owns it, basically.
Like the whole season 9 intro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of it's
Or what
attitude.
She,
Yeah,
she brought
it's attitude.
Kingsley and I don't remember the other guy.
Oh,
It
the
doesn't
old Gap
matter.
model guys or whatever.
I
Yeah.
can't even remember any of their quotes about being fat because it just made me sick to watch.
Yeah.
If I was one of the 5 boroughs in New York, I'd be Fatten Island.
So,
Podger Clemens, that was another one. Another
what
guy.
Podger Clemens?
Yeah,
That's
because
a
they're
good one.
podgy.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
they call
yeah.
themselves.
So, all right. So we've got Wayne and Katie who live on a farm and sell the
And
produce.
their
there.
brother and sister who live together. It doesn't really address their parents.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I think
address.
that Derry lives there also.
No, Derry doesn't live there. He has a dairy
If you
farm.
think about, you think
He
about.
works at the dairy farm.
No, but you think about the first one. Katie is constantly telling him to go home.
Go home,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go home, Derry. That's her essentially
But
reading
also-
to him.
Season 9 when they get, well, I guess they were snowed in, so he was over there.
Which, well, that's what I was saying. Like, there's a lot of ones that like he's
I mean,
eating
yeah,
breakfast there. The yogurt cups.
He never leaves, but
Well-
they talk about him bringing something from home.
Or, yeah,
too.
bringing the yogurt from home.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all got a yogurt here?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a friend
I mean,
like
you
that.
could say that about Derry or Squirrely Dan as well because he's
he's
there
there.
pretty much just as much. I mean,
That's true.
so he's always there choring whatever.
Choring.
So
Helping Wayne with it. When a friend asks for help, you help them. That's the ongoing quote of the show.
right.
So those are the 4 main characters: Squirrely Dan, Derry, Wayne, and Katie. And then you start getting into the different characters after that. So
Your Hicks.
so they are the Hicks.
No,
They are
Oh,
the
sorry.
Hicks.
Yeah, your Skids, Rolled and Stewart.
Rolden Stewart.
Your hockey players, Riley and Jonesy.
Which, okay, so let's let's talk about the hockey players real quick, because
That's one of my favorite parts of the fucking show is the hockey.
The hockey's where
I
it's
think
at.
so too. The hockey and the chirping. So if anybody doesn't know, chirping is a term that Canadians use, I guess, for talking shit.
Talking shit
while you're
hockey games.
playing hockey, and like one of the best in the game is Shorzy, who is played by
Wayne.
Jared Kiso. It's Wayne,
Yeah.
but you never see his face, and he talks in like all these.
A stupid voice.
So
Give your balls a tug, you tip fucker.
yeah, so and he's always back and forth with Riley and Jonesy talking shit about their moms, you know.
So it's definitely not for kids.
Yeah, definitely not for
That
children.
gives you an idea
That's
of
the animated series, Letterkenny.
Little Kenny. That's for kids.
Little Kenny,
Is it?
yeah.
I haven't
I don't know.
seen
if it's for kids.
No, I haven't
Kenny
seen
for
Little
sure.
Kenny.
They're like little 4-minute episodes, but they're pretty funny.
Super short. You can watch them on Prime.
Like a super soft
Are they
birthday
super
party?
soft? That's the question.
So for Brian's birthday, was it last year? Was it 2020 that we did
Yeah,
that?
2020.
So
There's a few
2020 we
people over
did.
to the
Yeah,
house.
we did the super soft birthday, and we it took me some doing to get some all dressed chips. All dressed chips are like really
They were
big
fucking good.
in Canada. Like it's supposed to be like a loaded baked potato. I guess I don't even know what the fucking flavor is on them.
What is that?
It's
It's
a
like
flavor.
Barbecue, sour cream and onion.
Yeah, I
and
think
it's like
Ruffles,
everything.
Man. We need to get some more of
Yeah,
those.
we should have had those tonight.
We needed.
Well, I had to order them on Amazon, and it took like 3 days for them to get here because nobody had them.
Yeah, it's like no one knew about this
Yeah, I was
podcast,
about to
obviously,
say, yeah.
for days.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can bring snacks.
That is true. That is
Eureka
true.
Heights supplied the beverages for this podcast. So,
Yeah, no
like,
shit. Cheers.
cheers, Eureka Heights. I had a discussion with Evan. I'm not drinking Eureka Heights right now because I'm not drinking beer. So, if they ever decide to come out with a hard seltzer, Gentleman No Class will be all over.
Everybody's coming out with hard seltzer. Give it time.
Yeah, give it a week. They're probably working on it right now.
Probably. All right, so I wish I would have had more recorded quotes for this because like there's so many
Me
good
too.
chirps. Oh yeah, what's gonna happen, Shorzy? 3 things: I hit you, you hit the pavement, and I jerk off on your driver's side door handle. Woo!
So
I mean,
funny.
There's
I've got a whole list of them.
Yeah, there's a lot that it's just normal conversation. Like I walk in there, it's like, oh, this is where the dicks hang out, eh?
And okay, so the reference for that is there's an episode called "The Dicks Slip Out."
No, that was the one.
That's season 1 where they're in the urinal.
They
at
go
bar
in the
at
bathroom
Mardine's.
and Wayne goes in.
McMurray walks in.
Yeah, McMurray's in.
Okay.
I've seen Angie's new boyfriend the other day.
Yeah.
Got a Jeep with a wave decal on the side.
Yeah. Talk about his hat. McMurray goes over his whole fucking wardrobe. It's like this dandy. Look at this dandy, and then he does the full Bieber eyes. Wayne, look. Wayne, look.
I was on your own work over there,
You gotta
Super
look.
Chief.
Yeah.
So the dicks. That's when they're sub characters that are
the Mennonites.
The
don't come
Mennonites
around
because
till-
takes place in Ontario, Canada. So
What was that, like season 3?
3 or 4.
The Dicks,
4?
I think it might be in 5, but I mean,
Yeah, it's later on.
So
I
there's
drank
a
since
fan
then.
conspiracy theory that Wayne. So in the Mennonite culture, you get they call the Rumspringa, which you can when they're 16, they can leave the Mennonite community and experience the outside world for however long, and then when they're done, they come back to the community, and then they're supposed to reaffirm their faith in God or whatever, and fully recommit, or they can completely leave the community if they want. So there's a theory, 'cause since you never hear about Wayne and Katie's parents, and they live together and they're so close, that Wayne and Katie left. That they left on the Rumspringa and never went back.
that's believable. They have a lot of the same principles and stuff as far as like community and helping the friends and the people that are close to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they get raised up that way.
But I thought you were shunned if you left, and the Mennonite community is very friendly back to them.
Yeah, but I don't think that they shun anybody.
But the Dicks, when they do the chorin, when they go over there to help them do the chorin in the later episode, they're like, "You've always helped us out." So they obviously have a good relationship with them.
That's what I'm saying. So they can't be shunned. I don't know if that's. I don't know enough about Mennonites. Talk.
That's another
talking
podcast.
intellectual about it. Yeah,
That's a whole nother podcast.
right.
So we've gotten all right. So I really want to get back to talking shit with Shorzy because he's probably my favorite character.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
What other characters are there? There's Glenn Tierney. No, is that his name? That's his real name.
Glenn the pastor.
His character is
Pastor.
Glenn.
The gay guy.
He's not gay.
You just missed.
He
gay.
alludes to it
He's
a
gay.
lot.
Is he?
What's his name?
Glenn.
On the show, it's just
Glenn.
Glenn.
It's just Glenn, right?
It's just Glenn. Yeah.
So what's his name in real life, though?
I can look. I had an IMDb up over here.
Okay, but he is.
You just missed me ripping the didge.
So he is the co-writer with Jared Kiso about everything that happens on the show. So there's got to be. Hang on, I usually have this pulled up so that people can, as they're watching us, interject in, and I forgot to do that. So
they can't comment with us.
well, people are anybody watching can comment, and I got to see what their comments. So anyway, but you have to wait and see if somebody comments. Anyway,
shout out to Katie Burks. I would like to give that out.
You can shout it to the camera.
Shout out to Katie Burks. I didn't know where we were streaming at. I know which camera we were on.
Yeah, it's you'll have to forgive me for like forgetting the camera cuts and stuff because usually I have somebody else doing this and the button's really far away, so I get wrapped up in it and so I forget to do it. So we may just put the camera back over here even though it's a little dark over there. So
Yeah, so his name is Jacob Tierney.
Jacob Tierney, there you go.
Yeah. He does like his headshot, he does not look anything like
Nothing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They can see it if it's anyway.
where's he
Look
at?
him up. His headshot does
Show it again. Put it up to your
Put it up
camera.
to camera.
So that's and that's I don't know if the glare is going to be bad enough for you.
Yeah, probably won't see it, but anyway.
But anyway, there's so he's one of the biggest antagonists of the show for the first couple of seasons. Like there's the whole like what do you call it? Him getting kicked out of the church.
Yeah, they asked him not to be a pastor anymore.
Yeah, they asked him not to be a pastor anymore. And then the him trying to convert the skids in the parking lot while they're breakdancing.
Yeah.
dealing
Yeah, and they
drugs.
switch clothes and shit. That's
Yeah.
the greatest.
And he's like, I never took. I
He's like, oh, I got him right
I
here.
got him
the
right here.
rips.
I never took the rips.
Yeah,
I was high on Jesus.
that's all you need. The charcuterie board. Jesus is a charcuterie board. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, the episodes are, what, 30, 40 minutes long? Something like that?
Yeah, 30 minutes at most, something like
And,
that.
I mean, there's 6 episodes per season, plus a bonus episode that is out of context, like, of the season.
Yeah, I think they started doing that. It's like season 2. It was funny because I watched it all the way through and missed the Valentine episodes. They call it. It's like all anyway. It's
Yeah.
got a funny name.
The speed dating one?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
And I totally missed it when I watched it like the first probably 1 or 2 times through. And then like I'm going back and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it came up and I'm watching it and I'm like, I have not seen this. And you ever find
Yeah.
a show where you're just like Seinfeld and suddenly there's like a show you haven't
Like
seen?
the Lost episode?
Yeah, an episode you hadn't seen. It was like, oh my God, this is...
Well,
So-
what happened to me with speaking of lost episodes was, I mean, I know we've talked about this together, but it's like when I was watching the show through the first time, Modine's burned down. And I straight up thought I missed a whole episode. I was like, dang, I must have fallen asleep.
I
in
thought
this
the
thing.
exact
They
same thing.
they don't address
Yeah,
it at
Don't
all.
address it.
Yeah, I was like,
I
dang,
looked up
what's-
an article and they were like, yeah, we considered addressing it, but it was just funnier not to. And I think they even had like a whole scene they cut out.
Yeah.
Because it was like, nah, we don't need to
And
address it.
they do the whole weird between Modine's 2 and Modine's 3. They do or is it Modine's 1 and Modine's 2 when they do the whole weird like it looks like in someone's kitchen bar almost.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
No,
either.
when it's like
Fuck,
season 4
this
or 5.
town needs a bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they refer to it constantly. Like when there is no Modines, they need a bar. Like fuck,
Yeah.
this town needs a bar.
Yeah, I mean,
We get you Smirnoff Ice while we're at it.
Mike's Hard,
Coors Light Iced Tea.
Cosmopolitan,
Strawberry Daiquiri.
Apple Crantini there, bud.
Kiwi Strawberry Bellini.
Peach Honey and Mint Sorbet,
White Peach Cooler.
Blackberry Mayor Lemon Gin and Tonic,
Champagne Sangria.
Sugar Plum Dreams Cocktail,
Key Lime Pie Mojito.
Coconut Water Champagne Fruit Punch,
Blueberry
I don't know how
Basil
long this is.
Margarita.
It's pretty
Godiva
long.
Mudslide Mini
It's too
Teeny,
long.
Summary
Yeah.
Twist
Podcast.
Mimosa.
No, it's
Nectarine
good.
Gimlet, fuck,
Sex on the Beach.
with a girl.
Yeah, with a girl.
What's it to you?
Ready for a stump hump? Man, can you come over here? For what?
yeah. So there, you have. We talked about the Skids already, which they. If you really think about it, they don't really interact with much of the other cast, just kind of in passing.
In the early
in the early seasons,
Yeah.
Early seasons and the late. They were part of.
Oh,
They were part in the season 9 opener. They're part of. They're in
by
the fight. and all that
by
kind of
season
stuff.
9, they're.
They're all kind of friends.
Is it season 2 or 3 with the
We're just him and Wayne sitting at the bar.
no, the hockey the native flu.
Oh,
Where
that's season-
I think it's late season 2.
Yeah,
is it that's where they have the first big scrap where they're out there with Tyson and Joint Boy.
Yeah.
And they're grilling.
Pretty sure that's season 2.
Yeah, so
They go tailgate it.
yeah, so I mean, and then so you keep adding in characters. You add in the ongoing theme of the show is in episode 1 they talk about how Wayne had just broken up with his then longtime girlfriend Angie, and if you want a beer, get up and go get a beer.
we're far away from the fridge. I just picked the seat so I can get up to piss in case I have to. 'Cause we're close to the door.
He can literally do it without getting up.
Oh
So
my
close,
goodness,
but I can't.
Keith.
He can't do it.
Oh my goodness.
So they address it in the first episode, right? So they talk about that Wayne used to be the toughest guy in Letterkenny, a town of 5,000 people, and but his girlfriend Angie wouldn't let him fight anymore. So
Angie sounds like a bitch.
yeah, she is.
Well,
a
she
bit.
was. Yeah, she's the puck bunny and all that
Puck
shit.
bunny,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she was a whore too, I guess. But
So
none of the under whatever.
The underlying, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Keith.
So they address it, and so they start talking about it. I guess you're going to want to start fighting again. Damn straight. And so they, he's like,
didn't
well,
wanna
who you
fight
gonna,
at first.
who you
He's
gonna,
like-
who you gonna fight? Well, I'm the toughest guy in Letterkenny. So, well, you're gonna have to fight Rat Ass.
Oh,
and,
gross.
Why they call him Rat Ass? That's because he's got a hairy ass,
Can't
like
confirm.
a rat.
Can't confirm.
They all turn. What? and then who was the other guy?
Well,
The first
Joint
There's
Boy,
Rat Ass,
Sled
Joint Boy,
Ted.
Sled Ted was first.
Yeah.
All right.
Sled Ted was first.
Why do they call him Sled Ted? I imagine
Likes
because
Ted,
he likes
sleds. He
and
likes sledding. He likes talking about
Sleds.
Yeah.
Speaking of that episode, I think the biggest budget for this whole episode is got to be cigarettes. How many
you mean
times does that
darts?
dude or darts? Fair
Yeah.
enough. Sorry, I got to use the
have a
right
dart.
lingo. I'd have a dart,
I'd have a dart.
but yeah, they smoke like
Well, shit, he smokes like 2 puffs, throws it away right before having a scrap. He's like, lights a cigarette, throws it away, scraps, lights another cigarette.
Lights another cigarette.
One of the weird things I know noticed is like season 1, he's got them old ratty ass boots, and then like the season goes on, he gets better boots.
Jeez, I've never looked at his
I've never
For real?
looked at his shoes.
I remember because if
ever.
you see the episode when he's walking away from the fight, it shows him walking, and his boots are all raggedy and shit. Now he's got them old, especially like when he's in the cabin with Tanis, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And they're sitting down. Like, what are you doing with your legs crossed?
So some of the unique things on this show, I feel like you don't see, is these serious conversations that are just about nothing, and they go down a goddamn rabbit hole, and they crack me the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the whole conversation about ants and whether they could ride sea
Yeah,
doos?
suppose they could.
Yes.
You'd be like, you know what? If you asked me if that was the craziest thing I ever heard that an ant could ride a sea doo, I'd say no.
It started with
yeah.
this, didn't it?
Yeah, that was all part of it.
It was all part of the whole thing.
And
Yeah,
it's like
talking
they're
about
just
astronauts
sitting
Suppose
there.
they could.
Yeah, they're so sitting there drinking a beer, smoking constantly,
Yeah.
and then shit gets deep. It's like, I mean, they went down a rabbit hole. It's like, oh, they could steer it with their antennas and
Yeah.
stuff, and that way they got more hands to stabilize them.
yeah.
You know, and then they're like, oh, you're saying they go up to an ant. One scientist is like, hey, you want to ride a sea doo, and they're gonna say No, like his fellow, like that's a once in a. I mean, it goes, it goes deep.
Yeah, and they do other like super deep conversations, like when they're throwing the baseball around. He's like, "So you
talking about
you ever had a girl wants to pays attention to your butts and
Your buttholes?
your
Oh,
buttholes?"
Did you guys see his Instagram post the other day?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that
K.
cracked
Trevor
me
Wilson?
up.
Yeah.
K. Trevor Wilson. He talked about
Oh, I didn't look.
He
Yeah,
talked
people
about it
asked
like people commenting or sending him messages about asking him and his real life fiance if they do butt stuff, and he addressed it and he was like, "Look, I understand y'all like these characters, but they're characters. Like that's super disrespectful to me and my fiance."
His fiance is good looking too, man. She was like a power lifter. Have you looked her up?
Yeah.
Like he posts a lot about her.
It's it's kind of funny. I guess it's different, obviously, not knowing what they go through, but like, you think these guys probably have a pretty good sense of humor, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're comedians, but I mean,
mean,
still, they still have to have their own private lives. To an
I get
extent,
it.
You know,
I just can't imagine that being the weirdest thing that dude's ever been.
I don't think that's the weirdest thing, but I mean,
To
on the
address it
show
like
where
that.
he's talking about, he asks if it,
Sees your butts holes?
yeah, and then Wayne drops the ball.
The whole conversation about
whole
how many
conversation
how many
about-
knuckles they have and shit.
Yeah, the whole.
Well, what's the first knuckle?
can't punch
This is not a knuckle. This is,
You can't punch somebody with that knuckle. That's not a knuckle.
and then the conversation in the field where they're picking up rocks. He's like, something happened and I'd like to talk about it.
Yes.
I saw Stewart's horn the other day.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I love
well,
how Katie gets all into that
she's
conversation.
He's like, they're all asking him like, well, I'd hear an assessment. He's like, it looked like a can of Red Bull, like a 16-ounce can of Red Bull hanging there. Katie, no.
Speaking
Like
of
a can of tennis balls,
Can
a
of tennis
4-pack.
ball, 4-pack.
speaking of big horns, old Dick Skin with Gail.
Oh yeah,
Dickens.
Jim Dick. I like how when Wayne is pretty serious about not making fun of people. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
noticed that, but he doesn't ever make fun of anybody.
It's Dick Skin. I mean, oh no, you said it right.
Yeah, he's the one that says it correctly. How many characters are in this show? Like
A lot. When I was scrolling through them, there's
Yeah, like if you look up the
Dozens.
IMDb, it's a
Yeah.
bunch of them.
there's so many.
so.
I mean, small. You don't see them. I mean, you talk about like accessory characters. You look at the Skids. Yeah, you've got Stuart and Rolled, and then you have like Gay that comes in, or Hard Right Jay. But you have like
Hard Right Jay. Let's talk about Hard
you
Right
have,
Jay.
I was gonna say you have these other ones. They never say a word. The guys who just dance with him,
Yeah.
they don't have a single
true.
line in the whole show.
So who's the guy that plays Hard Right Jay? Because he's pretty famous.
That's a great question.
But that's one of the most uncomfortable episodes.
Oh, I think it's
I've only
hilarious.
watched
I
that. It's
hilarious, but
rewatched
it's
it the other day
uncomfortable.
because I watched that episode because it reminds me of my Facebook friends.
Who is Hard Right Jay?
You've never seen that episode?
Wait
Yeah, I have.
I'm surprised you would remember that episode. No,
So
they
Hard Right Jay is he comes in and he's like he's talking.
they meet him on the dark web first off.
Yeah,
the
they meet him on the
Skids.
dark web, and he comes in wanting to convert everybody to like far right wing politics.
Super
Oh,
extremism.
yeah.
And he's it's
His name
funny
is-
because they're trying to change the name. What was it? The soccer team,
Jay
the Chiefs.
Baruchel?
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
named the Chiefs or the Indians or something. And
Yeah,
he's
and
like,
he was
this
like,
is
"No, this is-
they're like, this is offensive. We're gonna change the name. And he's like, no, it's just Donald Trump.
That's cultural. That's our culture.
Yeah, that's our culture.
No, they don't say anything about Donald Trump.
Yeah, he
because
does.
Does he?
In the maybe not in that episode, but when they do the dark web, like the intro. Yeah. Dark web.
So
He's like, Donald Trump's just trying to. He's the president of the United States, and they go on and on about it.
well,
was like,
but
man,
I mean,
this
when
looks like
they
my Facebook
refer
friend
to
list.
Americans in that show, they cast Americans in a very, very odd
Not
light.
always. They
Look,
I
this
don't
is
know,
a whole.
Keith. How do you feel how they in season 8 and 9 how they cast like all the Americans that came in there that were like the military
Yeah,
guys?
especially
Like
the military
Dirks?
guys. Well,
No, not Dirks. All the other guys. They're
the guys in
cousins and
season
stuff.
9. Yeah.
cousins.
well, it's a stereotype, but it's probably a little bit earned, on
Is
our
it?
part. I mean, how do you think the rest of the world sees, us? We're kind of cowboys like that. And
I don't. Do you like Americans or Marines? I don't know who
Amer-
you're referring to.
No, Americans in general, but the military guys, yeah, they play up the bromance they've got going on, with
Love you, brother.
There's a lot of
It's
I
super
love
weird.
you too.
there's a lot of latent homosexuality in the armed forces, but it's not.
Latent?
But it's not about sex. It's about dominance.
It's about
It's not about sex. It's not sexual. It's about dominance. That's legit.
Okay,
It was
well,
legit. So let's get into the old Marines now, Keith.
we're not getting into that.
That's the wrong podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, all right, we got 2 more ideas from tonight.
So, so if you haven't seen the episode Far Right Jay, it's one of the hardest episodes to watch. But
Not the hardest.
Everybody has that uncle.
Fart Book is probably the hardest
Nope.
episode to watch.
Hang on. I don't even care. We're talking about this. Fart Book has the best quote, and I saved it.
Okay,
because-
go ahead.
All right, hang on. I'm about to be that guy that's got to look it up like an old man.
It's
I don't want
another
to.
one of those quotes. So they're sitting in front of the produce stand. That could have been any episode.
Well, there's nothing
just-
better than a fart,
Yeah,
except
that
kids
one.
falling off bikes.
Yes,
Maybe
that one.
Fuck,
yeah.
I could watch
Fuck.
kids falling off bikes all day. I don't
Man,
give
I
a fuck
fucking
about your
hate you.
kids.
Yeah, that's the best. That's my favorite quote.
Worst-
For the worst episode, best quote.
Well, what was funny is I had to remind him about that quote because I was at his house
Making
with
fun
his
of my kids
with his
riding
kids around.
bikes.
And it was like, yeah. And I made that comment thinking it would land. And I was like, fuck, I don't give a fuck about your kids. You know what I mean?
And he's like, fuck you,
Jesus,
man.
dude. I'm like, dude,
It's like, pull your finger out of your ass.
I'm pretty sure he said, like, once you realized it was Letterkenny, you told me to, like, fuck my whole fucking life.
Yeah, fuck your whole fucking life,
Fuck
bud.
your whole fucking life, you piece of shit.
Oh man, it
Tell
cracked.
your mom to up the.
It was
the card
funny
she gave
because
so we can FaceTime late night.
so I can stop and get some KFC.
I asked y'all.
Fuck you, Jonesy. Your life is so pathetic. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
I asked y'all earlier if y'all watched it like through the first time. I made it to episode 3, Fart Book, and I was like, "Fuck this show."
Yeah.
I was
It's
like,
rough.
"Fuck," and then everybody, all my other buddies, like up in Houston, started watching it, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna give it another try." And I laughed through episode 1, episode 2, and I just skipped episode 3.
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm done with this."
Yeah, so
And it's-
that's one of the things when I tell people they should watch this. I'm
Yeah.
like, give
Disclaimer.
I tell them give it 3 episodes, but skip episode 3.
Yeah.
And once they get into it, they usually go back and watch that episode because there are some good one-liners in that
There are,
episode.
yeah.
But the whole concept of that episode is just stupid and ridiculous. It's
Hard no.
you know that's you know whose episode that is their favorite.
Which one? Farbug?
Yeah,
Who's that their favorite
Melissa?
episode?
Ron, Melissa's dad.
Oh man,
That's his favorite episode.
I mean, at
No.
least he watches it, but I mean, he's got poor taste. apparently.
yeah. There's
so
golly.
there's so much.
No,
There's so many better episodes. One of the best parts about the show, I think, is listening to the hockey players. And the show starts off with Jonesy and Riley, who are both dating Katie at the same time.
Dating might be a loose term.
Yeah,
banging.
just like
Banging,
Katie's
yeah.
kind of a loose term.
Yeah.
But it starts off with them, and they're kind of antagonists. They're not the good guys. Like, you're not supposed
They
to root for them.
hate Wayne at the beginning.
And Wayne doesn't like them either.
Yeah, they hate
And
each other.
They're trying to fight him in the very first couple minutes of the show, and that it
Muscle shirt
sets the
today,
tone for the
muscles
whole.
tomorrow.
It sets the tone for the whole show. But the best part is listening to all of their hockey lingo. And Brian and I talked about this. Like, you have to watch it with the captions on and pause it and go Google what some of these hockey terms are, because they don't make any fucking sense. So I printed out a bunch of them. So I was gonna see about quizzing you guys and see if you could tell me what they mean.
All right.
Let's see how.
Are we going to do buzzers?
True.
What are we going to do here?
I don't know that you're going to be able to answer quick enough.
So
So
I'll be able to get them all.
Keith, you're in on this also. All right.
Wait, what are we doing?
Hey, speak into the microphone, please.
I'm gonna throw out these, and you're gonna have to tell me what they are. So I'll give you some Letterkenny lingo. It's not necessarily hockey lingo, but I'll throw some T-ball ones up at you first.
All right, cool.
So darts,
That's
Cigarettes.
cigarettes,
You're
all right.
going down.
All right.
Oh, watch it, dude. Ooh,
Dangles. What are
dirty dangles, boys.
Of course.
Hockey
That's,
moves.
hockey-
No,
Yeah.
it's like hockey. Puck handling skills.
Puck handling
Yeah.
skills. Yeah, there you go.
Suck it, bitch.
Fuck your whole fucking life, you piece of shit.
Pull your finger out of your ass.
Degens.
It's
Degenerates.
the skids.
Are they the Skids?
No,
though?
I guess no.
DJ,
It's-
they
it's
say
the
Degens are from
Degens from
upcountry.
upcountry.
Degenerates
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
upcountry.
I think the Skids are degens. It's
Jeez,
a broader
Brian, you
term
ever
than
seen the
just
show?
them.
What is this, a fucking degen convention?
Yeah.
What about Ferda?
For the
the
boys,
boys.
The
bro?
boys, all right. What
going
about Feed the Ducks?
Oh, that's
Jerk off.
Masturbation right there.
Little one-man
Distribute some
hockey.
free literature. Little 5-on-1. You're an animal.
What about Gaines?
That's get us was.
my brother.
Gains in
Yeah.
the gym.
Working out.
Oh, Aaron B. Fit.
Aaron B. Fit, bro.
Shout out.
What is the Gordie Howe hat trick?
Ooh.
It's a hockey play.
No,
That is a
get
hockey
out of me.
slang.
It's a hockey slang, but is it about like banging 3 chicks or something like
No,
that?
it is a specific hockey slang.
All right.
So that is when a player scores a goal, gets an assist, and gets in a fight all in one game.
Yeah, that's so fucking specific.
That's
Why don't
awesome.
you give
Jeez,
us
bro,
like the
next.
Will Snipe Selly, you piece of
Yeah,
shit?
Will
Hey,
Snipes, Selly boys.
Hey, you've gotten most of every. You've gotten
Hey, ask me
all
what
of them.
pracky means. I know that one.
Okay, what is Hoover? What is to Hoover?
That's snorting.
That's snorting,
Sneef.
yeah.
Schneef.
Schneef.
And what is Schneef?
Cocaine.
Booger sugar.
I've hoovered Schneef off the rectory.
What is the Chell?
Ooh, I don't know that one.
No,
The Chell?
no. I looked this up not that long ago.
Must have been long
This
ago.
one I didn't have to look up. I actually knew what this was.
Use it in a sentence.
Oh, we were
What is
going
this, a
down.
spelling bee?
We had. I had the boys over to the house, turn on the TV, watch the Chell.
Oh, NHL.
The NHL.
Yeah. All right. I totally looked that up.
Would that be pronounced now?
Weirdos.
What is a nappy? Nappy's pretty easy.
Nap.
It's a
Nap.
nap.
Come on.
What about the native flu?
Oh, that's when
No,
you're scared
too
to play
scared
the
to-
natives,
yeah.
bro.
Scared to play the natives.
You're calling in sick.
All right.
I almost
What
had a
about
podcast
pert
flu.
near?
Pretty near.
Pert near. That's what we
pretty near.
say here in Texas. That's pert near.
Pert near, pretty near.
yeah.
That's what you say here in Texas. I don't know about the
Who's
rest of
what's
us.
a Pantene Pro?
I don't know that one. Pantene Pro?
I think it's something to do with
Someone with hair as nice as mine.
yeah.
Dude, nobody has hair as nice
That's
as you.
a skilled hockey player. He's a
Okay.
Pantene Pro.
Like Shorzy?
What about a pheasant?
It's a rookie hockey player.
Ooh!
That's like a rookie hockey or a shitty hockey player.
Inexperienced hockey player.
Yeah, useless
Yeah.
hockey player.
Yeah. You fucking pheasant.
So,
Good term.
and one of my favorite terms is pitter patter. I got the
Let's get going.
Let's go for it.
pitter patter. Let's get going. Pitter. That's Wayne's catchphrase.
Play it, bro. You got it.
I don't have it. I couldn't find it.
Jesus,
I know of all the things.
Pitter patter, let's get
Pitter
at her.
patter. Let's get at her.
All right.
Amateur
You
hour.
don't have to. Yeah.
Amateur hour over here.
All right. You guys want to blow this
what is,
podcast for another one?
Fucking start my own podcast with beer and hookers. What is the res?
Reservation.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
We use that.
What
Yeah.
about a rocket?
That's
Who brought the
fucking
rockets,
chick.
boys?
Smoking hot chick,
that's
dude.
my wife.
Suck up. She's not even watching this, dude.
Can't confirm.
She might watch it later.
Wait, is that weird? No.
Hold on, I'm trying to find some good ones. There's some other stuff on here. Sketty.
Wheel snipe
Snipe
Sally.
Sally.
Will
boys.
Snipes. Okay, Brian, what is a Wheel Snipe
That's
Sally?
skate, score, celebrate.
And then Dirty Fucking Dangles.
That is
We already talked
handling the
about
puck. Well, I thought we did.
Yeah, dirty
touched
dangles.
that.
That's yeah. So
Dirty is like the adjective on
Yeah.
how your dangles.
how your dangles are, but it's also an innuendo for Wheel Snipe Selly is, they call chicks snipers. So
Yeah.
that's like
a score.
scoring with the chick, and then Dirty Dangles is, that's a dirty dick. You're walking away.
Yeah.
So, how many of these like stupid sayings have you laughed at in the show?
All
And
of
then
them.
You look
All
back
of-
at,
I
then you
laugh
look back and realize you're like, I don't even know what that
non-fucking
fucking
stop.
means.
I pause and I
Yeah.
Google. I'm like, I don't know what that means because
I
it's so fast.
Don't always, but I have, and it's like some of them I just kind of let go, and I
I'm like, oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Sometimes the situational comedy's funny, and even if you don't understand what they're saying,
Yeah.
they're
you don't
Yeah.
necessarily need. I mean, they make jokes. They're not all like inside jokes for Canada. I mean, shit. Katie's giving dairy shit. It's like, oh, he burps, and it's like that was well brought up. Too bad you weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's just one liner, just one after the next.
Yeah. I mean, and there's a lot of good stuff that you bring into your own conversation,
No, you Googled all
Yep.
these. And that's what I appreciate about you.
Is that what you appreciate about me?
Is that what you I'm going to need you to take about 10% off there, Squirrely Dan.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, look, the ground.
Oh, hey, ground.
I'm gonna go ahead.
So some of the other stuff on here, what's a Donnybrook?
That's a fight.
It's a
It's a
fight.
fight,
That's not necessarily a Letterkenny.
Is it? I never heard that.
No,
before.
Donnybrook is a real term.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, not in Texas.
I mean, they
say
call
I
it a
used it.
scrap. You call it a scrap.
Texas
It's
size
a
10-4.
fight. Donnybrook, I think.
I mean, I'm
is
down. I've never
Irish.
fought balloon animals
I
before.
thought that was Irish or something like a Donnybrook.
Sounds it.
So this
Maybe it's French.
this thing that I printed off is
French
like
don't fight. They just invite the Americans.
there was an episode where they're talking about getting gains. You know, Riley
Yeah.
and Jonesy are in the gym, and they start listing off like advanced alternate air bike ab rolls,
Yeah.
advanced kettlebell windmills. You know what I mean? And like they
And that's
have
when
like
Bonnie McMurray walks up behind the workout.
yeah, and I
outfit.
mean, there's just so fucking much happening in this show, like all the time. Like,
You can't even keep up with it.
Yeah, you were like, oh, how many characters are there? And
All
you
of them?
start thinking about like, okay, you're a big fan of the hockey side of it, and
Yeah.
season 8 is one of
Mm-hmm.
my favorites. That's I think even when the Rock, what is it, Rockettes or whatever?
Nah, that's season.
Letterkenny
Shamrockettes.
Shamrockettes, yeah.
Is that 7 or 8?
Luxury lighter, boys.
But it's like you look at the whole
let's
like
go get this ship.
Shamrockettes, yeah, boat liner, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, some of
That-
this
Sham-
pretty easy to figure out.
Shamrockettes banter, way better than Shamrock's banter.
I tend
way
to agree.
better. It's so funny.
The Shamrocks versus the Shamrockettes when they're playing.
That was a fucking best.
You skate like a girl. I am a girl. Really?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You serious?
Those are strong words coming from a girl who waves goodbye to her pee when she flushes the toilet. they hate each other so
Oh my
much. It's
God!
fucking great.
Yeah, the two girls when they're fighting over Shorzy the whole time. What I can't even. I don't even remember the quotes, but I just remember like your mitt looks like a fucking.
Oh, they are rough.
Yeah, they're
they're
fucking
giving it to
ruthless.
each other. Yeah.
Ruthless.
So, as we go through one of the big storylines as we get through the show is kind of like our first foray into Quebec, and that's
Quebec?
Everybody loves fishing in Quebec.
fucking hate Quebec.
And that's where Wayne meets. That's where you meet the French Canadian version of the
old
gang.
doppelgangers.
And honestly, one of my
probably
my most hated character in the whole fucking show.
who?
Marie Fred, fuck that bitch.
Marie, she's pretty hot. I think she's probably one of
she's
these.
hot. Okay, totally.
That's the button you're not supposed to push,
We
Keith.
didn't tell Keith not to touch that button.
I did. He was standing here.
Oh, god damn it.
It's all right. Nobody else heard it because the
right.
channel's muted.
Oh, that hurts
All
so
right,
bad.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's why you're not supposed to touch the buttons, Keith.
You're spare parts, bud.
You are spare parts.
You're 5'11".
You're so 5'11".
You're so
You're 10
5'11".
ply.
I'm the only person here that's not 5'11", okay? Let's be honest.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not 5'11".
I'm not 5'11".
Yeah,
That
I
joke
guess.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You are fucking spare parts.
You are spare parts.
Fair enough, I heard that one.
No, we're talking about what? Quebec?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, you silly fucking butt crust.
So what's funnier, when they make fun of Quebec or they make fun of L.A.?
The LA episode is hilarious.
I'm going to have tacos and go on a hike in L.A.
So
And then when Jonesy or Riley.
I don't
whichever
even
one.
know. I can't tell
even
them
know. Yeah,
apart.
I don't know which one's
Riley
which.
has the long hair.
All right, when Riley's like,
Okay, Riley's
who
the
said-
blonde.
who talks about L.A. and he's eating tacos in the stand?
Who's talking about LA? No, with the
Yeah,
taco.
with the tacos talking about L.A.
Who's talking about LA?
L.A.
In LA. Yeah.
Hike
That-
is just a fancy word for a walk in L.A.
I don't know. I tend to like the fishing episode more than that because it goes on and there's more. They kind of build up that whole Quebec, thing, and then you've got. You're talking to me in a hostile tone. I still don't know what the fuck you're saying, but you don't talk to me in a hostile tone. Yeah.
When I like when the Quebec scene when Wayne meets Mary Freddie or whatever her name is.
Marie Fred,
Yeah,
yeah.
when he meets her dad or uncle or whatever it is. He's like, "Oh, you speak French?" He's like, "I try."
Yeah, it's funny that Wayne very badly speaks a little French, and,
And
he's
it's
just
funny,
sitting
and
in the
it's
background.
stupid
So-
accent. He's like, "Oh, Marseille."
So, what do you think about the last season? The spoilers, if you haven't watched season
Spoilers.
9.
Yeah, spoilers, yeah.
So at the end of season 9, Wayne's with what's her name?
Rosie.
With Rosie,
Yeah.
and then Annika walks in. The bro dude intervention against the Rez and their new energy drink. What they call it? Engine juice or something?
Indian
juice.
energy.
Indian energy. NDNRG. Yeah. And then Wayne assumes that Marie Fred's outside and like
I don't think he knows until he walks
think
out.
so. No, I think he goes looking for
Oh
her.
yeah, I know.
But
Because he sees Annika
sees
walk
Annika,
in
and
and
it
he perks up and goes and turns and runs to the back door.
yeah, he
there's
was
so
like,
much
hang on.
there's so much hidden context in the show. That you
Yeah,
gotta
and
watch for.
they leave you. I think
Yeah.
it's had some really good cliffhangers. There's a couple.
Yeah.
like,
Oh, the engagement.
The engagement.
so
golly, you
the
ain't kidding.
engagement thing where Wayne walks in. The end of the season is him going to buy the ring, and then the next
Or
episode
they
is
show him with it.
Yeah,
that was all.
yeah, and then the next episode is
He was like, "I want to ask you something." She goes, "Let's go inside."
Yeah, and that's it. I'm talking about, but the next episode is the extra episode of the season.
Oh, they
and
do
it's-
not address it.
Yeah, they
No.
don't address it.
Yeah.
It's Wayne and Stewart at Modine's on Valentine's Day alone.
yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck happened?
I don't know who
They
Wayne's
wait-
supposed to end up with because I like him and Rosie, but Rosie's a little weird.
Rosie is a little weird.
Rosie's a little weird.
In season 9,
I think
she
him and-
didn't
I
look
think-
the best either.
No, she didn't look the best.
It was,
But her and
I started
Marie
fading.
Fred or whatever, I can't remember her name. Marie Fred?
Yeah.
well, you
Okay,
can't. She stepped out on him. You can't go back to that and get any respect.
Once they
and let it
cheat,
go.
Yeah, but
it's over.
But you also got to think. Remember back when Wayne was dating Rosie, almost cheated on her with
but he
Tannis.
didn't.
But he didn't.
But he didn't.
He got a free pass.
But
and he goes,
when they do the
that's what
whole
a free pass looks like.
soft opening, he talks about like, oh, just somebody in a bad situation. I don't know. I think him and Marie Fred had the best relationship.
Marie Fred was cool too.
She was
I liked
cool.
her.
I think she
and
just
I
made a
don't know. We
mistake.
never got the full. We never got the full explanation of why she stepped out. Either,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we don't know.
Well, and it was funny.
but she did step out. I mean,
She did step out. Yeah,
I mean, he caught her- he caught her
Rosie,
red-handed.
Rosie left him the best though when she went to do pitbull training.
Yeah, she
or
just
whatever
went
it
into
was.
town
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to town.
So I got an alert that says to let us know that Donnybrook is actually also a really nice neighborhood in Dublin.
Told you it was Irish.
Really,
Fuck 'em.
really stuck up. Very few fights.
Whatever.
So,
I feel like if you live in a very nice neighborhood in Dublin, there's probably a lot of fights.
well, I mean, I don't know. I've never lived in Dublin. I'm going off of the people that lived in Dublin telling me that Donnybrook is a neighborhood in Dublin.
Fair enough.
So
Probably know more than I do.
I just presume Irish people want to fight me.
You think
everybody want to fight
It's
you.
Yeah.
in the dictionary as
I mean, I'm
a scene
fixing to
of
fight.
uproar and disorder, a heated argument.
I wonder if there was like a very big fight at some point in the neighborhood of Donnybrook, allegedly.
Maybe it's where they won their independence.
So one of the other ongoing jokes, my favorite ongoing joke of the series, happens in I think in the first season,
Yeah.
where they talk about they're going to have a scrap,
Yeah,
and they said, "Should we get Boots and Ginger?" And Wayne's like,
allegedly.
"Well, you heard he fucked an ostrich, right?"
Just Ginger fucked the ostrich.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's the best joke.
How do you even
ongoing
go about
joke.
fucking an ostrich?
That's a 2 minute.
It's almost not worth thinking about.
I heard it was a sick ostrich. And I mean that goes on and on throughout the whole show. That's my favorite ongoing joke of the show. What's your favorite ongoing joke? Because they have a couple of running jokes.
They do have a couple.
Way to put me on the spot,
Yeah,
man.
you've been very quiet.
Say
I'm
it
trying
now.
to get you.
Yeah,
trying to get you more.
You've had
Yeah.
54
Involved.
minutes to think about it.
I haven't finished watching it on my phone yet, dude.
He's like,
You haven't only watched.
what are we talking about? Seinfeld?
He tried to. He
No, I
admittedly,
did not.
y'all hadn't watched season 9 before I
Correct.
asked you to come on, right?
Correct, but I have.
I heard y'all binged it all last night.
We did.
All 30
Season
minutes
9
of
wasn't
it.
their best work.
Which is
No,
it was
my
not
least
the best
favorite
work.
season, and I don't think it's the kind of show you want to binge all at once because I need to have time for that to settle, so to marinate, so I can understand it and
Yeah,
process
so
what
that,
I-
would marinate.
I do binge it, but then I just binge it again and again until I get it in.
I mean, I know it's not an ongoing joke, but the Shorzy banter with Jonesy and Riley about their moms is kind of my favorite thing. My favorite recurring
That's
thing.
So good.
It's so good.
And by the way, Megan hates Shorzy. She cannot stand him when he's on.
He's my favorite character.
He is my
Shorzy's
favorite
the
too.
best character in the show.
Even when it was like, okay, hockey team without, and they were like, oh, Shorzy's not playing. They put him in as the ref. It's like, fuck yeah, we got Shorzy.
Ooh, Shorzy in the hockey tournament?
And
That dude can skate.
Yeah.
Who the fuck even skates like that?
Well,
That's it.
I looked it up. It was like Jared. Yeah, he was like half of the show content is him going around from towns in Canada playing hockey.
Yeah.
So he was a hockey player forever. Like I guess growing up.
Yeah, I heard he's a really good skater.
I mean, fucking
Yeah.
look at the show.
Who else skates like that?
I don't know. I got another hockey quote.
They said there was somebody that skated better than him, but he hit him in the knee with their skate or something before
Where-
the Olympics.
where John-
Fuck you, twos.
Oh man, I watched the episode the other day.
Hey, 2-2, what's 1 + 1, you big dumb fuck?
I watched the episode the other day where Shorzy and Jonesy are talking shit to 9-9. You can't wear the great one's number. He's like, what, 9-9? Well, I'm going to go get the tape and turn that into 0-0, you fucking loser.
Well, fuck you, Shorzy. You're a terrible fucking ref. That's that episode you're talking about. And he's like, fuck you, Riley. Go scoop it off your mom's floor. She gives my nipples butterfly kisses. I liked the episode that that Riley and Jonesy both get texts from their moms. They're like, "Hey, have you seen your friend Shores around lately?"
Yeah. Fuck you, Riley.
My mom's a saint. She would never do that.
Fuck you, Riley. Jonesy's mom tried to put her finger up my ass, and I only let Riley's mom do that.
No, put her finger up my bum.
Yeah.
Let my finger up my bum. That's funny. That's what I love. You watch the show over and over again.
You always catch something new.
So
and
fucking
speaking
funny.
of catching something new, so I was watching, and no judgments on this. I was watching
We're gonna judge you.
Godzilla, the newer one.
Okay.
All right. If you haven't seen it, it's a halfway decent movie.
Is this for another podcast?
Yeah, but no, there's a scene in the movie where they have to air jump do a halo jump, which is a 30,000-foot jump with oxygen.
You just looked
right?
at the
That's what a
Marine
halo
and
jump-
explained that to him.
Well, I'm
Hey,
no,
hey,
I
Halo
looked.
jump
I looked to Keith for validation
Oh,
to make
fair
sure I was
enough.
explaining it correctly.
Hey, well, disclaimer here. I've never done a halo jump.
But you know what it is
On purpose.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
So they're explaining the premise of the Halo jump and why they have to do it. And the jump master, it was playing on my iPad and I was working and I hear the voice and I'm like, what the fuck? I looked. It's Jared Kiso is playing that character.
What?
And I mean,
I might watch it now.
Yeah, Godzilla's my new favorite movie
it's
now.
one very short scene. That's it. And but he
What'd he
started.
say?
Katie's
Give
in a
your
new
balls a
movie as
tug.
well. I haven't watched it yet. Or a new TV show or new movie. She's in something new. She was putting it on her.
Yeah, Michelle
on her-
Milette. She's on. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
I
she was
think.
she was on the gram talking about her
On the gram.
Yeah,
Jesus, dude, we're
The
queer.
Instas?
Get out of here. Pull your finger out of your ass.
Give your balls a tug.
I don't know.
Fucking millennials.
Jesus, dude, how old are you?
Not old enough.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they don't use Tinder. They use
Grindr.
they do
Yeah,
have
Wayne
Tinder,
finds out
Grindr.
about Grindr
But then,
real quick.
but then they use like what is it? Goldilocks and the 3 dates. And shit.
Oh, so that's
J
another.
Swipe.
That's another one.
Jay Swipe.
Jay
Jay
Swipe.
Swipe.
Yes,
Guy
look at
watching
that out of
season
nowhere.
9 last night.
Out of
Well, I just
nowhere.
binged it last night.
So
This is our mitzvah to you.
Yeah.
So the one of the things that, like, I don't know if you've ever picked up on it, but the one girl that that Wayne goes on the date when they set him up on the 3 dates.
Oh, man.
And the one that he's like, this one's too hard. That's Gay's mom. When Gay comes
I did
in,
not
when they come and
realize
pick Gay, when she comes and picks Gay up
I
from
didn't
Stuart's
realize that.
house, that's Gay's mom.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Gay talk
the
about her,
gastropub.
yeah, when they sit there and talk about, when she talks about her, like she's like, oh yeah, she's a psychotherapist. She thinks she's so much smarter than everybody else.
Yeah, she's a feminist. That
Yeah.
was like the first thing she fucking said.
Yeah, and
I'm glad you picked the gastropub. This is actually, I don't remember what the
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't remember what it was either.
Hey, what do you? Who's y'all's least favorite character? Like main character.
Oh,
Rolled.
Least favorite. Rolled.
Just can't stand him. His
What?
squeaky
Rolled is
voice.
hilarious.
Yeah, but
I
it's
hated
just-
this kid in season 1, but they're
His
funny.
voice
man.
bothers me. One more time.
You know who I like? I guess I just asked.
No,
who's your least
you
favorite.
just said who's
I
your
like
favorite
Dick Skin.
character.
Least favorite.
Who's your least favorite character?
Ah, man, I don't know. It's
He
hard.
already answered.
Rolled. You don't like Rolled, so I don't know.
I don't
man.
have a good answer to it.
I don't have a good answer either because I hated a lot of them. I think
Maybe Hard
honest,
Right. Can we do Hard Right J? Where
Dude, Hard Right J-
it's
Hard
like
Right
one
J might be in my
episode, I don't
family.
like him.
Hard Right J might be in my family. I can't hate the guy. He's
That
probably
might be your family.
Yeah,
Is that
now
what
we're
you're
getting
saying?
political.
He's
Fuck.
probably an uncle of mine or something.
Did we just become best
Did we
friends?
just become?
Yep.
I'm like, oh man, this show should just.
John C. Riley is in that. Is in Kong Skull Island, the same universe.
So can I
What
just
the
say
fuck
that?
was that?
Sorry.
Gail makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, Gail.
Yeah,
Yes, Gail's
Gail's
the least
a good
favorite.
choice.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I don't
Gail
dislike
makes-
her,
I
but she
think
makes
Gail-
me uncomfortable.
I don't
Dick
dislike
skin?
her either, but
When
like
she bangs dick skin
she does make me uncomfortable
She
as
just
well.
grinds
on
while talking.
everything.
I think that I don't know, man. I don't know that I have a least favorite character. I think if I had to pick a least favorite character, it would have to be Tyson. Because I don't think he
Tyson
adds
and
much to
Joint
the
Boy?
show.
Well,
I didn't say
I think-
Tyson and Joint
I don't
Boy.
know.
I just
Tyson?
said Tyson.
Can you even have
Dude,
him
he
as an
freaking-
opinion
he's-
on him?
yeah,
He's
you
so
can't-
not. He's
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't. I don't think he
He's an
adds
extra.
anything.
I mean-
Yeah, he almost whatever.
spare parts.
Spare parts, bud.
He is spare parts.
Hey, where's the pisser in this place?
You can't hold it for like 10 more minutes.
We're talking about Letterkenny. This podcast is going to go like 30 more minutes.
Give your balls a tug.
Well, you know where the
I was
pisser's
trying, and no one fucking. We're on camera.
at. Well, I'll just make sure that camera's on when you stand up and walk out, and you can give your balls a tug.
Give your balls a tug.
So, I mean, you know where the pisser's at? It's in the house.
I don't know if.
Go ahead. We'll wait for you to get back.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
we'll
Hey,
wait.
y'all wait up.
Yeah. So anyway, Ryan, this guy's a piece of shit. I don't know if you've ever met him.
Fucking same as McMurray. Fuck it. He can't hear us. He doesn't have. Yeah, he doesn't have.
He
Headphones
can't hear
on.
us because
It's
he doesn't have
fucking-
headphones.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you a question. How did you find Letterkenny?
I don't remember. I honestly, I was thinking about that when you were like, I got you into it. You got Keith into it. I got Brian into it. I've gotten several people into this, several people at my work who are diehard now. And we all bought tickets to go to Letterkenny Live,
That
which
sucks.
is all,
When is it coming?
Postpones.
Oh, yeah.
who knows? It was 2020. It was sad. We still have tickets in theory, but
They didn't refund him?
supposedly it's still happening. So
Allegedly.
allegedly, essentially.
Allegedly.
I honestly can't remember how I got turned on to it. Got a Hulu membership. Maybe it popped up. I don't remember if somebody recommended it to me. I was trying to remember when you talked about it.
It made me buy a Hulu membership.
Yeah,
like
it's
just
worth it.
Just it being
Without
on-
the you got to do no commercials just because.
Oh yeah, you don't want to. And make sure you close that door. What are you fucking raised in a barn?
Hell yeah. No, I was raised born in a hospital with automatic doors.
Okay.
I totally fucked that one up. Sorry, guys. I tried.
You're so stupid.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, we know this.
It's a duck with a boner drag weed.
I said that to somebody and they looked at me fucking weird. Is a duck's asshole watertight?
Let's hope everybody's assholes watered.
Yeah, no
So
shit.
one of the other ongoing themes of the show is they do these like long rhyming scheme things.
The openings?
Yeah,
Moist
the
Story?
openings.
Moist Story 2?
Well, those are ABC. Those
Oh,
are
the
some of them
ABC.
are,
no,
but not
season
on-
3.
not
They
all
go
of them
through the
are.
whole goddamn alphabet.
Yeah, they do it.
Oh, can
several
we say
times.
GD on here?
You just said fuck and
Yeah,
shit.
but
What
fuck.
did you just say? Can we say GD?
Yeah,
Guys,
bro. I
hey,
said,
guys,
I said
guys.
fuck. I don't want to say GD.
All right.
That might offend some people.
Here you go. Here you go.
Might offend right wing J. Hard right J.
I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna play it.
Fair enough. I deserve that one. That was coming.
I'm trying to find.
Are you just trying to play all
You
the
take your
soundtracks?
shirt
to-
off and leave your fucking sunglasses on? What kind of backwards
You got the
ass
body hair of a
pageantry is that?
12-year-old Dutch girl. Oh, muscle shirt today, muscles tomorrow.
That's cool. We talked about not talking over things, but that's y'all can shout over
Yeah,
things.
whatever. Fuck you guys. Should we?
Yeah, geez, bro. Hey, hurry up.
Honestly,
I got another podcast coming up real quick. Let's go.
I want to talk about this guy.
Mark Ford's so fucking
Dude.
funny.
Hey,
Love
were they
I
that
all-
watched
guy.
that episode today.
Love
That
guy.
one episode
Yeah,
today.
That one episode?
When he gets the golf course.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That is
Canadian
one of my. That's
Gooses.
one of my favorite episodes.
That's a good. You
Outside-
let that one marinate.
So favorite season is probably season 8 where they get all into the hockey. It's favorite episode.
Yeah.
And when we should talk about our fucking Letterkenny championship. Letterkenny.
Oh, we should talk about
Yeah.
our Letterkenny trivia championship.
Rob and I were on a team.
Wasn't invited.
And we were at the.
No one wanted you there.
We were at the. I don't think you had started watching the show.
No, yeah, you hadn't shot.
Because
Oh,
they had it was Letterkenny trivia
Because I made it to Fartbook and quit.
My buddy Trey that I work with, him and his wife were there, and Melissa came and
Hence
Edie
the
came.
flag. That was
the flag.
one of
You won the flag?
Yeah,
That was where
that's where we won
That
that
was our
flag.
prize, yeah.
Oh shit, bro! We don't got
First
a goddamn
fucking
camera on the
place.
flag.
First place, and that is not the only trivia that we have won at Eureka Heights.
Oh, we probably Seinfeld.
Because me, you, and Landrum and Stedham won Seinfeld trivia. I had no help.
didn't help with
I
that.
dlandrum help with that one at all. I think I more than made up for it with the Letterkenny trivia.
Robopedia didn't help with the
Letterkenny
trivia.
though. Letterkenny.
I'm not, dude. Landrum is the Seinfeld encyclopedia.
Oh, speaking
yeah,
of
we
Landrum, he's in
murdered
there
that.
right now. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah,
he
I
was
was about to
coming
say Pam and Landrum are there right now. I walked
Yeah.
in, I was like, "Holy shit, it's party now!"
Yeah, no, the fucking that like we have. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so I would like I talked to Evan over there at Eureka Heights, and as soon as they get open back up, we're gonna start doing some
Making seltzer.
I hope they start making seltzer. That'd be nice. But we're gonna start trying to host some events over there and stuff like that. And I told them they do their own kind of trivia thing, but I was like, man, I really want to get something more involved. So I was thinking of like they were gonna they're offering up prizes and things like that, and we just got to come up with the event. How do you think it would play if we did a Letterkenny skit off where you sign up teams
yes.
and they reenact scenes in Letterkenny?
Fuck yeah.
And the best one wins.
Like
Do
the
you think that would play?
The
Only-
teams
only if
plan
I can
one
judge 'em.
scene,
Yeah. They do one scene and act it out.
and it's just vote and you win. They
Yeah.
either win or lose based on that one scene.
Yeah.
It's no.
Whoever comes in and does the talent show and wine, whoever does that wins. But nobody's going to do it. So, but that they would get my vote.
Shit, now Brian and I, we could do that.
With the whole band and everything.
Yeah, we're down.
You're
I can go up there and badly river dance for a little while and like get the whole fucking place dancing.
Isn't that what Derry does?
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he comes from a long line of
Derry
Did
comes
you
from-
ever notice?
notice.
I'm dressed for the part, motherfucking.
And you know what's funny is we were just talking about this. The guy that plays Squirrely Dan, K. Trevor Wilson. If you've ever watched any of his stand up, he is pretty fucking hilarious. I don't know
he's
why he.
great.
I don't know why he hasn't.
He hasn't put anything out in a long time that I found.
Yeah.
in
He's
a long
making
time.
money off of Letterkenny now.
But yeah, I mean,
But
I'm
his
sure that
stand up
takes
is
a minute.
fucking
Oh, it's
fantastic.
great.
Speaking
And
of-
he talks about like getting high, getting fucked with, on the way home. He gets what is that? Mugged and shit.
Yeah.
He's great, dude.
Speaking of Letterkenny,
Mostly
moving
story.
forward-
He tells stories. Who's your favorite stand up comedian? Mark Ford. Who's yours? Oh, he's a big fella. Tells mostly stories. Can't remember his name. He's talking about himself.
He's talking about himself, yeah. And Mark Ford is the guy that plays.
Mark
the coach.
Ford is the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking embarrassing. That guy is funny too.
It's fucking embarrassing!
Have you watched? So there's something on YouTube. If you go and look up, he did. It's not in the show, and it's a guide to kicking trash cans.
No, but that
Are you fucking?
That's
it's-
hilarious.
It's the best. So he's like, no. So you can do this one. I can't remember what he calls it. He was like, this is how you do it. You come in, fucking embarrassing. Then, boom, hit the trash can, and he gives you. It's a tutorial. It is the greatest.
Melissa says that she relates you to that character more than anything else.
I love him. He is great.
For real?
And so
I don't even want to know what people
There's-
write, what character people
when
write
they
me to.
when they
Hard
join,
Right J, apparently. Fuck you.
you are hard right.
I'm
Jay.
not Hard Right J. The older I've gotten, them I've become less Hard Right J.
Okay, you're not so hard right, Jay.
I'm like mediocre Right J.
Not even that. You're right leaning, Jay.
Right.
So I got to make a confession about the
We know you're a
the
Marine,
coach and the trash can kicking. I've actually used the "it's fucking embarrassing" line when lecturing my children.
You drop the F-bomb in front of your kids?
When they deserve it.
That's fucking embarrassing.
His kids aren't babies anymore.
Yeah, they're older.
Are you just mad because your kid has better hair than you?
Which one?
I don't know, man. That's
Which
a
one?
house full of fucking good hair over
Well,
there.
Yeah,
I mean,
no shit,
that
bro.
is
Save
true.
some hair for the rest of us. I
It
got
is
a
funny
forehead for days.
that Rob doesn't let his daughter watch Letterkenny, but will quote it the fuck out. Just like
Yeah, I said
her
fuck.
favorite quote is "fuck your whole fucking life, you
Fuck
piece
your
of
whole
shit,"
fucking life, you piece of shit.
and she is not allowed to repeat it.
She's not allowed to repeat it, but she does ask me to say it on a regular basis, and she thinks it's hilarious, especially when I say it to her and not like when I tell her like.
That's some quality parenting. That's high level, right?
I mean, I'm writing a book. It'll be out soon.
You got to be creative and keep your kids on their toes.
Yeah.
And you can substitute the fucking for frigging if you want to.
No,
but
No,
it
hell
loses
no.
it loses its efficacy if you.
But
fucking,
it's also when you're chewing them out, but you want to keep it lighthearted because it's kind of funny. I don't know.
But
So what Melissa talks about like her least favorite season is when they join the hockey team, and the guys are like, I love doing wind sprints, boom, Fitzy, and they
that gets
that
old.
whole season.
That gets old real quick.
Love it. Are you?
Oh,
kidding?
it gets old.
I
real quick.
don't like that either. I don't like that those scenes in that season. I should say.
Those are short lived, but until they're, I don't know, leaders on the team. It's very short from the time that they're like hated to leading the team, and suddenly the coach is screaming at the other guys. So
Yeah. So one of the questions that we had a problem with when we were doing the Letterkenny trivia when we won was, what's the name of the Letterkenny hockey team?
Shamrocks.
Well, no, there was
No,
two.
it was
there
something
There
else.
was a few. And you've got Shamrockettes,
Which are the female version of
female,
the
yeah.
Shamrocks.
the Shamrocks, and then there's the Letterkenny Fighting Irish.
No, not the fighting, just the Irish.
The Irish,
The Letterkenny
Irish.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the Irish and
But
the Shamrockettes.
They accepted both.
Yeah.
So I think we went as Shamrocks, but they
I
accepted.
think we went. I think we put all three of them.
Maybe we
and
did.
that's how we got extra credit or something. I don't know. The one that won us the thing was what brewing company brews Puppers beer.
Ooh,
And I
wouldn't
still
know
don't remember
one.
that. He came through as clutch.
Stacks Brewing.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It was funny because
I wasn't
he
even
was-
at the table. I was
He
getting
was at
beers.
the bar getting beer, and I was like, "Fuck!" Everybody at the table was like, "I have no idea."
They ran up to me and like, "Hey, what?"
I ran over there and I'm like, "Dude, do you know this?" He was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Fuck, we're good. Here we go." Yeah.
That's that Robopedia thing that you keep making fun of me about.
Shit,
That one of Pitter Patter
Robopedia,
Flag.
bro. You know everything about everything.
No, I don't know everything about everything. I know a little tiny bit about most things.
Fair enough. I was nervous
Just
about,
enough to get me in trouble, usually.
Shit, I was nervous about this show. I'm like, man, I'm rewatching some episodes.
Is that what you do in your truck in the mornings?
I sent you that. I sent y'all that video of
Yeah,
me
we all
working
know-
today.
Yeah, some
Oh,
of
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, working. Okay.
No, yeah, I mean, Friday.
Yeah, okay.
I got four screens up.
Jesus Christ.
3 of them are work screens. One of them's
Watch
I
the
work
fucking
with 3
Memo.
screens, and then I do have a Echo show that was playing some Letterkenny.
I do the same thing. I have usually a movie or something
I
playing.
can't. I can't.
Some
do
of
it
us have to
very
work for a
long. I have
living,
to turn it
so
off.
you know.
Yeah, it must be fucking.
Sucks to be you, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it does.
Some of us can actually grow facial hair.
I can right here. Look at this camera.
I think the camera's right there in front of you.
And
I don't fucking know where it is.
all it looks is like you forgot to wipe your lip this morning.
All
There's
right.
like a little
either
shadow.
Either we're ending this, or I'm gonna go.
I
follow
think
suit.
we're wrapping up. We're
all right, I have a buddy watching,
all right.
and all he wanted me to talk about is motorboating Daryl's French girlfriend's tits, which is Anik.
Is it Anik or Anik?
And I don't.
Oh, I think
know.
it is Anik.
Is it
Now
Anik?
that- yeah,
I
now
thought it
that-
was
Because I think
Anik.
it's Annika.
Anik.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough.
like that.
Motorboating. I mean,
It
I
was-
think she looks too much like McMurray's wife, and McMurray's a piece of shit.
No,
McMurray,
The best.
in
So
all
his
honesty,
dream about
I don't
her-
think McMurray's a piece of shit.
I don't either.
I don't think
but that
McMurray's a
was
piece of shit.
But that was Wayne's campaign slogan. You know,
Yeah.
McMurray's a piece of shit. And
Just say it.
it's funny because Derry interjects it because Derry really does think that McMurray's a piece of shit.
Nah, I
They
think
don't like him.
Derek.
I think that they
5.15 inches.
I mean, shit, bro. Lucky son of a bitch.
I was measuring
to
it
brag.
wrong.
yeah. Jeez, bro. Yeah, fuck. We get it, all right. No, I don't know. It's all I got to say to finish this thing up or whatever. Y'all talk what you want. Watch the fucking show. It is worth it.
Yeah, watch Letterkenny.
Yeah,
Fucking worth it.
I couldn't get Jake to watch Letterkenny. I couldn't get him into it, so that's why
That's why y'all
hijacked
stuck with me tonight.
tonight's episode, and we just rolled with this. So on that note, thank you guys for coming out, Brian, Ryan, Keith, filling in for Jake who's out. And getting this thing done and actually getting a Letterkenny episode. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yeah.
So thank you
We
guys.
should do it again when season 10 comes out.
Yeah, hell yeah. Season 10 sequel.
Yeah,
We're up.
that's doable. I think that we can do that. So,
Like baby making music.
yeah, dude. All right, we will see you guys on the next one.